does. And secondly, we would evolve the way they walk using artificial evolution, which is we would produce some initial robots and with some ways to walk, and then we would make them reproduce together and evolve and mutate towards more and more efficient walks while applying a selection pressure on those that will have the more efficient walks. So my work within this project was to map the structures on animal structures. Because whenever we would start this artificial evolution from scratch, like random parameters, it would take ages and a lot of computer work to make them have a reasonable gait, which in the end looked very much like the gait of living organisms. So we thought it would be smarter to start with the gaits from living organisms. And moreover, this had another interesting aspect is the robustness of these gaits, which means that if the robot had a defect, we could also map the defect to a living organism, and we know more or less how living organisms walk when they are injured in some way, and apply this kind of gaits to the robot too. So we were really taking inspiration of how living systems move to apply it to our robotic furniture. And that was my feeling at the end of the project. It was very, very complicated. I was trained as a bioengineer, so it was a lot of different kind of stuff, but robotics, we had only like 2 small electronics courses, and I have the level of soldering we more or less learned this morning, so dealing with huge high-tech robotics was not my specialty, so I felt really, really lost. And in the end, my feeling was that it was not really useful to produce this kind of furniture. They were funny, but we could have fun in a very simpler way, I thought. So with that in mind, I took out of my library a book that was talking about bioinspiration, but with a different topic, with a different aim. The aim was to produce sustainable innovations out of this mindset of bioinspiration. And I had now behind my back 2 projects dealing with some creative processes, but within engineering. And I wanted to join the forces with people that do very good pictures of themselves, but which are also called industrial designers, and that are one step further than the engineering.